Welcome, guys, to Avi's Academy. In this illustration, we are considering one of the simple problem in case of utilization of input tax credit, where information with respect to selling price and few incidental charges are given, along with the credit balance in electronic credit ledger. So, using those information, we need to compute the net GST payable. So, let's move towards our computation. Let's see our next illustration. In this illustration, they said compute the transaction value of goods under GST Act from the following information and GST payable. So they have asked us to find out two values. One is transaction value and another one is GST payable. So we need to calculate transaction value and GST payable. We know how to calculate transaction value. So to calculate transaction value, first of all we use selling price. To that we add few expenses like incidental charges, and if there is any cost of returnable container or discount, that we have deduct. Finally we arrive at transaction value. On that, certain percentage is charged as GST. If there is any input tax credit, then that has to be deducted from the tax liability. Finally we arrive at net GST payable. So this is what we supposed to do when in the question it is asked that we have to calculate transaction value and GST payable. So that will be doing that. So we need to calculate transaction value first. So that's what I have written here, computation of transaction value. Then we need columns, particulars and the amount column, one inner column to sum it up. So let's do start our calculation. The first value, they said selling price of supplies excluding CGST and SGST rupees 6 lakh. So they have given selling price. So selling price or ex showroom price or quoted price that generally used first to calculate transaction value. So I'll use that information. Selling price is how much? Selling price of supplies they have given. I'll write as it is. Selling price of supplies. This is excluding CGST and SGST, so no issue. That's what we need. If it is included, we have to exclude that part to calculate transaction value. So 6 lakh. Then to this we need to add few charges, including incidental charges. Advertisement expenses or advertising charges is an incidental charges, so that we have to add. Advertising charges. Amount is how much? Amount is 50,000. I'll write it in the inner column. We'll add all the values together and then we'll write the final amount on the outer column. Next, again publicity charges. We know it is incidental charges. If you want to get more clarified with the incidental charges, there is a video I have done previously. I provided the link in the description section. Please click on the link and watch the video on incidental charges. Next, selling expenses, again an incidental charges, so we need to add that to the selling price. Selling expenses 20,000. Next, loading and handling charges, again incidental charges. Loading and handling charges. Loading and handling charges. Amount is how much? It is 5,000. Yeah, it's 5,000. Then they have given servicing charges. This is like after sales servicing charges, which is again an incidental charges. Servicing charges. And then amount is around 50,000. Then they have given outward freight and insurance on buyer's request. Outward means sale. To sell the goods to the customer, they have incurred freight. So that is again transportation incidental charges. So outward freight and insurance charges. So buyer has requested to transport the goods. For transporting the goods to safeguard the material inside the vehicle, they've asked for requested for insurance that seller has done, so that can be charged to selling price to compute transaction value. So insurance charges, outward freight and insurance charges, which is how much? Which is 30,000. Then they have given allowed discount. Discount generally we have to deduct, right? So that we have to deduct. We'll add this up, so that will be equal to 50, 25, 25, so it will be 1 lakh, 1,80,000. So totally it will be around 7,80,000. From this we have to deduct discount, right? So they said allowed discount at 10% on the price of the goods. Price of the goods is this selling price, which is 6 lakh. On 6 lakh, 10% discount. So we have to deduct discount. I'll be doing that now. Discount at 10% on the price. Price is 6 lakh. So on that 10%, which will be equal to 60,000. Therefore, no other item. So this is equal to transaction value. So therefore, our transaction value is 7,80,000 divided minus 60,000, which is equal to 7 lakh. There is no space here. 7,20,000. Anyhow, I have written it is 7,20,000, which is our transaction value. So we have calculated the transaction value. Next, we need to calculate what they have asked us to calculate, GST payable. So let us do that. GST payable, computation of GST payable. So if you see in the question, they made a mention about a GST, right? They said here selling price excluding CGST and SGST. That means transaction has occurred within the state, so only CGST and SGST is chargeable on this price. So we need to calculate those two things, CGST and SGST. So we need two columns, right? One for particulars and other two for the taxes. Okay, so let us draw that to compute that. So I'll be drawing that now. So two columns, one for particulars and another one for another two for CGST and SGST. So I'll be drawing those two columns now. Okay, I think in the question they have also mentioned about input tax credit, which is in the electronic credit ledger. So that I'll be using to find out net GST payable. So particulars, first column, second column CGST, and third column SGST. Amount in rupees, so I'll write at the top amount in rupees. Okay, next we need to calculate tax, right? So it is output tax liability. So total output tax payable or output tax liability. So how much on the transaction value? Transaction value is 7,20,000, right? On that, what percentage of GST? So about GST, they have not made a mention of it anywhere, right? Let's see. Transaction value, they have not made a mention of it. What is the percentage of GST charged on the product? So we will assume, we'll change the question, we'll write GST at, since it is not given, I'll take it as 18%. Okay, so GST at 18%. So let us calculate that. So 18% is GST. So CGST and SGST means it will be 9% each, right? So let us calculate that. 7,20,000 into 9%. So I'll use the calculator. 7,20,000 into 9%, which is equal to 64,800. CGST is 64,800 and SGST is also same amount, right? 64,800. From this we have to deduct input tax credit. They said CGST. Here if you see in the question, balance available in the electronic credit ledger is CGST 12,960 and SGST is 14,340. So this is input tax credit balance. So this we have to deduct input tax credit, right? First what we are doing, setting off from same head. Okay, set off from same head. So I'll write set off from same head. CGST is first, CGST ka case we can use CGST, right? 12,960. Then in case of SGST, first head it will be the same head, 14,340. So we have used it completely. So we will charge this. We'll find out the amount. 64,800 minus 12,960, which is equal to 51,840. Next it is 64,800 minus 14,340. In case of SGST, it will be 50,440. 460. No credit is available, only they made a mention about CGST and SGST credit only. So we have used it fully. So this will be the final tax liability. So you can write, therefore net GST payable. So therefore net GST payable is to the central government. They have to pay 51,840 as their liability after deducting input tax credit, and to the state government 50,460. Okay, so this is how we have to solve this.
Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking subscribe button. If you want to share the video, you can share the video, because you can learn to share and share to learn. If you want to get continuous notification, click the bell icon there. And if you have any comments, doubts, clarification, please write here. Thank you once again. Thank you all.